Guitar battles are back, and today we will be comparing two Ibanez S guitars. This S470, made in Korea in 2005 with a very nice ice blue finish, and this JIVA Jr, the Nita Strauss signature model, made in Indonesia in 2021 in a very nice, I think they call it deep sea blonde finish. I like the very nice quilted maple top. So first we are going to check out the common points between these two guitars, and then we are going to have them fight head to head on several topics: the neck, the bridge, the pickups, the overall look, and then decide if you could keep only one, which one would it be? So all Ibanez S guitars share the same basic construction, which is a very thin, very light body, very well balanced around the neck, around the neck joint. A very comfortable neck. Sometimes it's without two, without three generations, so it can vary. Usually, not always, but usually they have a HSH pickup configuration with a 5-way toggle switch, one master volume and one master tone, and a double locking system, meaning locking nut and a floating bridge, a Floyd Rose, or in that case a ZR bridge. That's for the common points. Now let's check out the differences. So let's start with the S470 with a very nice rosewood fingerboard, and you can see on the 12th fret abalone inlay, very nice, and 22 frets for this one. On the back side we have a very thin and flat without two neck, and you can see it's made out of three pieces of maple. 1, 2 in the middle, and 3 right here. And funnily enough, there is no scarf joint, and you can see this kind of old school, very common in the 80s and 90s, these bolts which hold the locking nut in place from the other side. The JIVA Jr has, in comparison to the S470, first of all, it has a matching headstock with a very nice veneer looking like the maple top of the guitar, and you can see ebony fingerboard, so that looks really nice, especially with this AKG type inlay. And 24 frets. It's a bit hard to count with the cymbals, but it's actually 24 frets. A very nice touch. The side dots are actually luminlay. They glow in the dark. Pretty nice. On the back side, a very comfortable one-piece maple neck. Very nice, very comfortable, with a very nice, comfortable heel joint that Ibanez is known for. They call it the all-access neck joint. And you can see here the scarf joint. So a scarf joint is a woodworking method where the headstock isn't carved from one solid angled piece, but instead cut and glued on at an angle to create the tilt. It's widely used for guitar necks because it makes them stronger at the weak point behind the nut, and also because it wastes way less wood during production. I actually sanded this neck with 600 or 800 grits on paper to make it a bit smoother and easier to play. There was no finish, so it doesn't change anything, and now it's really a killer neck. So both necks are super comfortable. I noticed that the Wizard 2 neck of the S470 was a bit beefier on the side. It was really a C shape. This one is more like a D shape, a bit flatter on the back. Generally speaking, both are very comfortable, but the JIVA Jr. To me looks best, and I like the luminlate, so nice bonus. So I think on the neck, it's really JIVA is the winner. About the bridge, the S470 has a ZR bridge, zero resistance bridge, which is really full of nice features. I made a full video about this neck, so by now you should know every secret about it, including what's the use of that little screw here. If you haven't seen it, go check it, it's really funny. And on the back of the guitar you have the famous ZPS 0-point system stabilizer, which basically ensures that the bridge always returns to the 0 point thanks to this stop rod and another set of springs. I really like that you can adjust the spring tension very easily with no tools required, just your thumb. And this system is actually still in use on some high-end prestige and premium Ibanez guitars. The JIVA Jr is equipped with Edge 02 bridge, which is basically the Ibanez version of a Floyd Rose, and you can see it has the typical knife edges, so everything rests on these knife edges and these two posts. I really like the rounded shape here of the saddles, very nice. I must say that I changed the arm for a Red Baron arm, really nice upgrade, so you can just take it out, and in fact the collar stays on the guitar and is used only to adjust how tight you want the arm to be, and really nice upgrade. And on the back side, nothing fancy. You can see the two springs attached to the claw, nothing spectacular here, so that's the typical Floyd Rose system. So regarding the bridge, as you probably know by now, I made a full video on that bridge, and I couldn't help noticing how innovative it was at the time, and still is. Really like this ZR zero resistance bridge, and I think it's much more durable than the traditional Floyd Rose system. Of course, there is less flutter, so it's up to you to decide what is more important for you, if it's the tuning stability and the durability of the bridge, or if you want the kind of flutter and the same touch, the same vibe as a Floyd Rose. The fact that you can intonate the bridge without any tool and adjust the strings tension without any tool, for me it's a big plus. So my winner is the ZR bridge of the S470. So about the pickups, the S470 is equipped with infinity pickups, INF1, INF2 and Ibanez S1 for the single coil in the middle. I like these pickups. I found them to be really smooth and versatile, even though they don't have a crazy personality, but they are a good medium plus pickups. Not as good as DiMarzio, but very honorable. Okay, so now let's talk about the JIVA, and I have to say it's a bit cheating. Why? Because this guitar initially comes with quantum pickups, not these ones. Quantum pickups are very entry-level pickups. Didn't like them so much. They didn't have any personality. So I swapped them for the JIVA 10 set, which means the set of the premium or prestige line of the JIVA. These are DiMarzio pickups, pandemonium on the neck and the bridge, and a true velvet in the middle, which I consider the best sounding single coil pickup, but that's very personal. So of course they are amazing. And they are much better than the Quantum, but also the Infinity. These are high output pickups. I found them to be pretty aggressive, with good mids and high frequencies. So very well suited for hard rock and metal, which is not surprising for Nita Strauss, of course, with Alice Cooper and on her personal records. So about the pickups, it's complicated. Of course, if I take the guitars as they are now in their current configuration, of course, the JIVA Jr equipped with the Pandemoniums and the True Velvet are much better pickups. But that's not very fair because I swapped them. And if I should compare the original Quantum with the Infinity on the S470, then I would prefer the Infinity. So I think it's fair to say it's a draw. So now let's talk about the look. The S470 has very classy / classic design. Very nice ice blue finish. You can see it's a bit sparkly, and together with the black chrome of the accessories, of the hardware, it looks really nice. But not so flashy, not so crazy, not so 80s crazy. Very elegant, very polyvalent. You could play anything on any stage and it would look amazing. The JIVA Jr, on the other hand, is a bit more fancy, with a very nice quilted maple veneer. I think it's a veneer, but it doesn't matter because it looks amazing. The burst is very nice. The ebony fingerboard is a very nice touch with the AKJ style inlays and the matching headstock. So it's really a beautiful guitar. And of course the Pandemonium pickups with their laser engraving make it even better. Very nice touch. So of course, if we are talking looks, it's really very subjective and a matter of personal choice. For my part, I really like the design of the JIVA Jr. The burst with the quilted maple is really amazing. The ebony fingerboard is really nice, really comfortable, and the matching headstock looks amazing. So my personal choice, but you could disagree, my personal choice is the JIVA Jr. So in the end, which one did you prefer? I gave you my preferences, but there are two different guitars and I would be happy to keep both. The JIVA Jr is more of the metal hard rock version of the Ibanez S, while the S470 is really faithful to the S tradition, which is more of a fusion guitar, very polyvalent, very versatile, with very elegant innovations. So it's really up to you. I count on you. Tell me in the comments which one you prefer. I don't promise I will follow your advice, But in any case, if I had to sell one of these, I would make sure that whoever buys it is a good friend and would take very good care of it.